What's good everyone, yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about Ian Connor and reflect on the time where he made $1 million in one day. Well, actually less than a day. No, this is not clickbait or an exaggeration. To be exact, it's actually $997,030.28, but hey, that's pretty much a million. So how did he do this? Well, let's dive into the backstory and give a full breakdown.
She all on my neck, yeah, distracting me from checks, yeah. 9 to 5 is not gonna get me too far, so I had to pop inside my mind, yeah. Spend more time on my business cause I really want to thrive. I do not need the gossip, I just need the profit. They just list their losses, they just wish for bosses. I just miss the mosses, and I just miss that match. That's work on the map, where they get that cap. I just lay these tracks like my name was Slash. I think I need to go switch it again.
So some backstory first. If you don't know who Ian Connor is, he is what I describe as a youth culture figure. Someone who is a social media influence in the world of youth culture, specifically pertaining to streetwear fashion, hip-hop music, and the scenes that engulf these two worlds. Known for his fashion taste, he would come up a few years ago during the Tumblr days, modeling for brands like Bape and Stussy, and through his association with people like A$AP Rocky, Kanye West, and Playboi Carti, he would receive a lot of notoriety and fame for his style and work as a creative director. Of course, there is a lot more to his come up than just this, but there's kind of just a quick synopsis if you've never heard of him before. Around 2017 or so, he would then begin to venture out and create his own shoe called Revenge Storms. And yes, if you haven't seen these before, they are essentially a modified old school Van. The main differences being the Revenge lettering on the tongue, off the shits on the back of the shoe, and a lightning bolt in place of the curved line. And due to the similarities with Vans, there would be quite a controversial shoe, with people flaming Ian for a lack of originality. However, that was by far the vocal minority, and despite a certain crowd hating on Ian, the majority of his fans embraced the shoes, and they were extremely hyped up at the time thanks to his own influence and prowess as a social media figure, and due to relationships he had with other influencers, they were quickly on the feet of people like Lil Yachty, Kylie Jenner, and so on and so forth. And just speaking personally for me, I've got 2 pairs of these shoes myself, and I can see why people do kind of hate and clown on them for looking like Vans, but for me, I think it's cool to have something similar to an old school Van silhouette, but with a slight edge to make it feel like you're not just wearing a shoe basically everybody else has. Personally, the plaid colorway here is my favorite colorway. Make sure to tell me yours in the comments below. And these shoes were more than a once-off release. Ian would remain prolific with various colorways and releases as time would go on, such as Japan exclusive colorway and even an Australian exclusive colorway, with them always selling out. And when someone has a platform and such a strong image and following like Ian does, it's really no surprise he's able to monetize himself so well. And a quick shout out from Instagram for 2 people. Big shout outs goes to both Pretty Boy Larry and JLock_money. 2 guys in like the fashion and streetwear community I really respect and have a lot of love for. Shout out to you guys, and shout out to everyone else showing me love on my Instagram at yadiiiigg. If you don't follow me, make sure to follow your boy. Also a reminder about my Carti merch tees, links in the description to cop if you're interested. They're fire. Also, if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that good YouTube stuff, and make sure to turn on the notifications as well. But let's keep going. And further in this, the fact that the shoes were released very infrequently and in small quantities made them even more sought after. It goes back to the age-old rules of supply and demand. Ian's influence is so wide-reaching and so potent that there is this huge demand for whatever he releases, but because they don't come out often, and when they do come out they're in small quantities, there isn't a lot of supply, leading to a flurry of people frantically attempting to buy them as soon as they release. And this pretty much brings us up to speed on the context surrounding the Revenge Storms and their backstory. So linking this back up with the photos from Ian at the start of the video, Ian would share these photos directly from the Shopify backend as proof of their performance. And this is just like a crazy stunt. Like, imagine being able to say you made $1 million in less than a day. That's crazy. So these 2 screenshots here come from releases of Revenge Storms on 2 separate days. The first one is March 22nd, where in the space of 2 hours, he received 1,831 orders, amounting to $481,132.55. And then for another drop of the Revenge Storms on November 23rd, he would sell a further 2,090 shoes, leading to $515,897.73, which according to his live video with DJ Academics was achieved within 3 hours. So collectively between these 2 drops, he basically made $1 million within something like 5 hours. And man, I might need to start working on my own shoe because that shit is crazy, and that's just 2 drops. He's done so many more releases like the Japan and Australian exclusives I was telling you guys about. So yeah, that's a story right there. Big shout out to you if you made it this far and you watched the entire video. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, comment as well, turn on notifications, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Do make sure to check them out if you haven't.